Hi everyone, I am Axat and thank you so much for listening by tuning in to my YouTube channel. This episode of my podcast is about the one and the only Fab Four, the Beatles. I just finished watching the long and winding documentary by Peter Jackson of Lord of the Rings fame, and they have named the documentary Get Back after one of the Beatles' most famous songs. There is no doubting the musical talents of these four individuals. And to anybody who says Ringo did not have musical talent, I say that it takes four wheels to get a car going. Otherwise, it's just a tuk tuk, or as we call it in India, an auto rickshaw. The documentary is an inside look at their creative process. It shows them as human beings with all their flaws and intense individuality faced with mortality. Oh, that's a good flow. I'll use it in one of my raps. You can check them out on my channel. Thanks so much once again. Coming back to Get Back, or rather, getting back to Get Back, I must say that I am the first to admit that I don't know the secret to immortality, but the Beatles definitely achieved it through their music. Anybody who claims that they know the secret to immortality, they are either lying or they are delusional or they have an ulterior motive, which is basically to fleece people out of their money and to somehow gain some sort of a power over them. But anyway, I guess that's what one of the pillars of the R word is. Leaving that aside and coming back to creativity and art, which is the opposite end of the spectrum from science and technology, and both ends of the spectrum are completely essential to the advancement of humankind. Billy Preston is the only person to be credited on a Beatles track, which is Get Back. And watching the process of the creation of this titular song, I can see that Billy Preston deserves all the credit he gets, not just being credited or being the only person to be credited on a Beatles song. And here's a bit of bonus trivia for you Beatles lovers out there, as well as trivia lovers out there. Billy Preston also played Sergeant Pepper in the film version of Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. All right. Apropos of Billy Preston and apropos of the company, the recording company that the Beatles founded, Apple, I have made a little video about the polishing cloth that has been launched by Apple. So it costs 2 grand in INR, and I guess I'm better off wiping down my electronics with a microfiber cloth that I get for free with my spectacles whenever I buy them from either the local optician or Lenskart or wherever. But I don't know why they are so shameless about promoting stuff that is so ridiculously overpriced. But then again, like my boss Sarbjeet says, you have to leave shame behind if you have to gain any sort of credence in today's world. I guess he meant it for our software as a service company, InstaHire. But I guess it applies to becoming famous on any and all social media platforms in our digital world that we live in. Okay, so to wrap things up about this documentary by Peter Jackson, once again of Lord of the Rings fame, it ends not just with the famous rooftop concert, which was the last time that the Beatles played live together, but with the final take of Let It Be. This was an iconic song, and even though it has a slight religious overtone, I would say that if you manage to sit through the 6 hours of the 3 episodes of the documentary Get Back, you will realize that sometimes it's just because the words sounded good that the Beatles put them in their songs, and not because of some sort of underlying agenda or some sort of you know, some sort of a message that they wanted to give out. It was basically music. They were making music and they were loving it, and it was good to watch the process. All right. Adios for now, amigos. Please tap that subscribe button for awesomax fun and listen to or watch my other videos for much more fun. Thanks.